Hi, thank you very much for watching Monkey Shopping channel. In this video, we are going to demonstrate to you how to prepare fufu with this fufu machine. In the previous video, we showed you that this product was originally not meant for fufu, but some way somehow it has been used to prepare fufu and it worked. And so everywhere in the market we have been calling it fufu machine. We are going to show you a step-by-step approach of how to use this product to do your fufu. These are the equipment, if you like, that will be needed. One, you need your power socket. You need a bowl that the final output will be placed in. You need water. Of course, you need to set up your fufu machine. If you don't know how to set this one up, we've done a video of that already. Go to the previous video, the part 1, and watch that. The motor. We have our boiled cassava and plantain and yam as well. We'll do the cassava and plantain separate. Then when we are done, we'll also do the yam. Now, as you can see, it's very hot. We advise that you wait for it to cool down a little bit. Not too cold, not too hot either, because of the nature of the motor. The motor is made with copper wire, and so it's advised that the product is not too hot, neither should it be too cold. Now I'm going to start with the cassava. So after placing your blade, you put the cassava in. Take it out from the auditing. Yeah, get me a spoon quickly. You need to make sure that the inside is removed. In Twi we say ahumano, imu ahumano be your frame. Okay? Because remember ataba. So you make sure that those things have been removed. So my cassava is finished in the basin or in the cooking pot. So let's cover it to maintain some heat when we are doing the plantain and then the yam. You cover this one nicely. Place the motor. Again, we have said that this product was originally not meant for fufu. So if you are interested in using it for fufu as other people have tried and it has worked, try and follow the steps accordingly. Now you can see that on the motor there are two buttons. There's the first button and the second button. We have written 1 and 2 on the buttons. So you start with the 1. Press on the machine heavily and start with the 1. You have to ensure that there's water in it. Hold it firmly. Over time, you realize that the cassava is completely mashed and is almost on the verge of folding up. In that case, we advise you use the number 2. Reason is that the cassava is almost folding up, so it's going to become thicker and heavier. So start using the number 2 in this case. As you can see, it is done and it's folded already. Because you'll be mixing it with the cassava, at this point you can remove it. But if your intention is to make it softer and folded already, you can continue to mash it. In this case, we would mix it up with the cassava, with the plantain. So we remove this one. It's already folded. You don't see any leftover inside. In tree aba, you don't see anything inside. Everything has been completely mashed. And so because you mix it up with the plantain, you can remove it like this. Then start putting your plantain inside. What you need to note, however, is that the plantain is harder than the cassava. And so you need to pay attention to how you go about that. Again, you hold it firmly. You can start with the number 1. You can see that it has started smashing them into pieces. Get some water in. I'm cleaning my hand nicely because I don't want water to enter into the motor. Again, hold it firmly. If it is smashed, like I said earlier, and you realize that it's beginning to fold up, you can use the number 2. But if it's not folding up, you can continue with the number 1. But if you begin to fold up to become thicker, then you have to use the number 2. Hold it firmly again. From what I see here, the plantain is also folded up. So I would like to mix the plantain with the cassava now. Because I don't want it to be too big in the bowl, I like to mix it twice. So the plantain and the cassava will be mixed twice. This is a demonstration video, so that's why I'm taking my time to go about it. I'm sure if you're doing it in your house, you will not do it this way. So kindly bear with us as we take time to understand how it goes. You must always be checking whether the motor is heated up. Reason is that if were to be meat or vegetable that you're preparing, by now you may have finished. Fufu takes time. Even using the normal pestle and mortar, we know that fufu can take you about 10 minutes to finish. For that reason, you should know that when you are applying it and you are seeing that the motor is getting heated up, you must pause for it to cool down a little bit. In this case, the motor is okay, so I'll continue with my operation. Now I've added cassava and plantain together. Let me sprinkle some water to make it a little bit softer. Remember, you have to hold it firmly. And now it is mixing nicely. Again, you are always checking whether the motor is heated up. From what I see here, the plantain and cassava are mixed. You don't see, again, I don't know how you call that in English, but in Twi you say aba. You don't see any aba in it. So you've mixed the plantain and then the cassava. I think I have some more to mix here. So you go with the same process of mixing. If you are doing for one person or two people, if it's one person, maybe this is enough, that's it. But maybe you are doing for two people, you need to mix the second part as well. Again, anytime you are placing back the motor, make sure it has been placed in firmly, and you hold the machine firmly and you apply the mixing. You always have to also make sure that you have enough water to make it soft. Again, if you are using the mortar and pestle that we normally use at home, definitely you have added water. So this is machine, you have to also make sure that water is in it. Anytime you are going, putting your hand in, just like I'm doing, please be mindful of the blade. Be mindful of the blade. Somebody may be asking, what am I doing? I realize that it's trying to fold it together, but it's not mixed out the way I want it. And so I still want to be cutting them to pieces inside the blade, so that the blade can take over in the mixing. Again, your hand should be firmly cleaned. Hold it firmly. You must always be checking whether your motor is hot. If it is hot, please leave it for some time. At this moment, up to now, it is still not hot. And I've told you the reasons why sometimes it can be hot. One, when your cassava and plantain is too hot. Some people are being advised that immediately you are done cooking, start mashing it. No, that's not the way. Neither must you make it too cold. Somewhere in the middle, because the motor is made up of copper wire. And so as at this moment, as I'm checking, the motor is not hot. So that means I can continue. Somebody will want to know what is the type of this machine. This is bare home fufu machine, 2000 watts. This bare home fufu machine, 2000 watts. Again, we started by telling you that this product was originally not meant for fufu until it was tried and it worked, and now everybody in the market is applying for fufu. So please, when you buy one and you're using it, try and follow the process we are teaching you. Thank you. Now let's continue. So I can also see from here that my final output is okay. So if you realize it's okay for you, the machine cannot do the final softness or the rounding. So you may have to do it in another dish. Either this is a women matter. So you may have to do it in an earthenware yourself to get your final output. So this is the fufu that we have done from start to finish. And when it gets to this level, even if you are going to use the bigger fufu machine that we use outside, you would have come home to use the earthenware to prepare this finally. The same way with this machine. The machine doesn't do up to the final output. When you get to this level, you have to use the earthenware and then to finalize it. Thank you so much. This is how we used the machine to do fufu from start to finish. I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you've understood it. Try to apply it at home, and if you have any challenge, you can call our number that displayed on the screen, or you can send a comment on the comment box and we shall reply you. Thank you so much. In the next video, we're going to show you how to use the same machine to prepare fufu using the yam. We use plantain and cassava. We are going to use yam to also prepare fufu. Stay tuned and get to the next video and watch how this fufu machine can be used to prepare yam fufu. Thank you so much for watching.